I'm Michael Aurand. I'm the owner of the UrbanWoody Brewery, HoneyBee Winery. I'm the head brewer here, and we're right here in Fostoria, Ohio.
I'm Tiffani Aurand. My role here at the UrbanWoody Brewery and the HoneyBee Winery is co-owner with my husband and operator, and I also handle all the marketing and events for the brewery and the winery.
So this all started probably 20 years ago with me home brewing. Always wanted to have a brewery, always wanted to start one. I was stationed out in Minnesota in the Army, went to brewery school out there, interned at different places, and I told my wife, I said, hey, let's start working on getting the brewery started now. So many people, when we were starting this, they, why would you do a brewery in Fostoria? And my same answer to everybody, because we live here.
When we got here, it was just like we belonged. We appreciated everything that Fostoria had to offer, but we knew that there could be more. We wanted to give life back to Fostoria and be a community-oriented business for Fostoria. The atmosphere here would be described as very welcoming. Several people have also referred to it like the local Cheers. We welcome anybody and everybody. We're very family-oriented. There are not very many businesses that are women-owned, family-owned and operated, as well as veteran-owned. I think it's a draw for people to see that listed and to want to come and check it out.
When customers walk in, their first impression would be they love the atmosphere of it. They love the atmosphere of the building and the brick and the stainless steel that's back there. And I wanted something that was going to be unique. So that's why we chose this building.
The building that we are located in is called the Foster Block.
Built in 1882 by Charles Foster, the 35th governor of Ohio. I'm into history, so it's huge that this building that we're in, he walked in these rooms. We try to bring everything back to that era. We try to bring the brick back. We try to leave the windows that same style. It's similar to what it would have been in that era time frame. Basically, we want to call our beer Ohio beer, and it's probably 98% all Ohio. Our hops are local, our grain's local, and we make everything here. Everything that we do is a style of beer, but we have our own tweaks to them.
Probably our most popular one that we have is called What the Hell Is Going On?
It's a lager, so it's more of a style of beer that people are more used to.
And then I think our second most popular one would be Hop Along, and that is a session IPA, and my husband loves IPAs, so we always have an IPA on tap.
And then you go from that right straight over to a stout, which we have an oatmeal stout that everybody loves.
So when we first came up with the brewery, it was always our plan to incorporate a winery. A friend of ours who is very influential in Seneca County reached out to us to inform us that we were definitely the first winery in Seneca County.
So we have one wine. My wife was like, hey, you're gonna name one for me, right? And so I call her Dimples. So one of our wine is called Dimples. She likes sweet wine, so it's a sweet rose wine. Rome and Risden were two parts of the town that became one, and they made it into Fostoria, but we wanted to use those for the wine names, just to bring a little bit of Fostoria history into the wines. 1882 is the year that the building was built, so we wanted to name one of the wines after that.
It's great to be here and see families come in from out of town. They congregate here. It really gives you a warm feeling to see that. We had several class reunions here this past summer that they would meet up here, and they haven't been home for like 20 years and couldn't believe that there was a brewery in their hometown. So it was nice to see that expressed by other people, and they just run into anybody and everybody that they could imagine here that they haven't seen for a very long time.
We hope you enjoyed this segment of Scenic Stops and Stories. Be sure to follow our social media pages for the latest updates and headlines.